Hey guys, welcome back to our grow along where I show you what to do in the garden each week. If you missed last week's, it's still very pertinent. I mean, I'm thinking about naming my lake. I now have a lake house. It is much too wet to plant, but there's still a lot we can do that's beneficial to our gardens. Let's get started. It's time to harvest potatoes. I always wait until my potatoes die all the way back so that they have completely given all their energy into the tubers. And then it's time to go treasure hunting. This is a great thing to have the kids help with. They love to dig in the dirt and to find hidden treasures. I like to use my hands whenever possible. It makes it much harder for me to damage the potatoes. Pulling the entire root system up makes finding the tubers easier and helps eliminate potential disease. This is my first mini harvest of green beans. Only the bush beans are producing right now. My pole beans have had poor germination. Hold the stem as the green beans as you harvest to prevent damaging your vines. I really want to see these arches covered in lush green vines, so I'm replanting my pole beans. I know it's too late and the ground is saturated, but I'm gonna try anyways. Pull back the mulch, plant the seeds about a ½ inch deep, and don't bother watering when the ground is this saturated. Blackberries. My blackberries are finally ripening. You're looking for a deep black color, it should pull easily off the vine. This one was hard to pull off because it wasn't fully ripe. Just a little tart. This one's looking perfectly ripe, feeling really nice. It's kind of soft. Look how easily it slips off when it's perfectly ripe. Oh yeah, way better than the ones I had over there. Much sweeter because this one is fully ripe. White spots are perfectly safe to eat. When they're patchy, it's most likely a genetic mutation. When they're in groups, it's typically environmental, like too much Texas sun. Sweet potatoes. As you can see, we've got a good amount of growth. Even the slips already have little roots. So now all I'm gonna do is we're gonna get these rooted well. So I'm gonna break off the tall ones. What I'm doing is grabbing and pulling. Roots. I'm gonna take off leaves off the bottom 6 inches or so. Put in water. And repeat. This actually already has roots. This one's ready to go. And what I'm gonna do is anything that has roots on it, so I took all those leaves off, and I will bury it all the way up to there. These other ones look like they all have roots because I put the soil up high. So they'll look good to go. I'll let these ones grow a little bit longer, but I want to plant about 12 slips for my row. My row is about 15 feet long. I'm doing about 1 slip per foot, and that's going to be pretty heavily cropped, but it gives me a good amount of leaves as well as roots. Roses. Keep deadheading your roses. This means your rose will continue to put out more blooms. A good rule to follow is to cut back to something. Usually cut to a leaf node with an outward facing bud. Raspberries. My raspberries are putting out a ton of new growth, which will form next year's berries. But it is making my walkway fraught with peril, and I do not feel up to waging war for a mere stroll. So I am weaving them through the arch to make maintenance easier. Mulch. We are quickly getting into disrespectful temperatures, and that means mulch. I'm talking thick mulch, 3 inches minimum. Mulch helps regulate moisture, temperature, prevents weeds, and prevents soil erosion. I get my mulch for free from a local tree surgeon.